There is nothing wrong with your internet. Do not attempt to adjust your settings. We are controlling the podcast. We control the squealing and the screams. We can make your heart flutter, your eyes blur from tears, or sharpen your mind to crystal clarity. For the next hour, sit back. We are in control of what you hear. We repeat, there is nothing wrong with your settings. You are about to experience the awe and mystery known as the female mind. You are now entering the Fangirl Zone.
Hello everyone and welcome to SyFy Talk in the Fangirl Zone, a podcast where we discuss shows on the SyFy channel. I'm Sean, Fangirl S.
And I'm Steve, and tonight we'll be discussing the season finale of Season 1 of Krypton.
Yay! We were renewed!
Means we have a Season 2.
Yes! So happy it was renewed, because this episode was unreal. I would have been so super pissed if we did not get another season after this finale.
Right, yeah. Ending the season this way would have not been... That would have been just as bad as Dark Matter's.
Oh my god, a kick in the teeth.
Series finale.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright.
Absolutely.
Why don't you throw up some ratings for us?
Alright, episode 10 brought in a 0.14 in adults 18 to 49 with 0.557 million viewers, making it the 55th rated cable show for the day. We have live plus 7 days for episode 8. It tied for 15th in adults 18 to 49 total gain, going from 0.2 to 0.5 for an increase of 0.3. It tied for 8th in adults 18 to 49 percentage gained, increasing by 150%. Really good.
Yeah.
10th in viewers total gain, going from 0.529 to 1.523 million viewers for an increase of 0.994 million viewers, which made it first in viewers percentage gain, increasing by 188%.
That's
so
a
people
lot.
are watching this live plus 7.
Yeah, so that's awesome. And
yes, it is.
That means that many more people are going to watch it next season. Especially with this, nobody is holding on all the way to the end of the season and not watching after the season finale.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I'm just throwing that out there because there's no way that you're like, oh yeah, I guess I'll watch this, and then you're like, oh, but I'm not going to watch next season. What? Come on.
Yeah, no. Not going to happen.
Alright, let's talk about episode 10. The Phantom Zone. What? Seg races to save his city from being overtaken as the bottling of Candor begins. Okay, really? It sounds like we're just brewing some local beer. Right? Come on.
Absolutely. Yeah, he's just fermenting the hops.
Right. Oh my gosh. So we open seeing, of course, the Skull Ship, which was so amazing to see this. And I kept joking around because there happened to be a ship on one of our other shows that looked like it. I'm like, wait a second. Did Brainiac take a wrong turn at Albuquerque? What happened here? But we see it, and it's awesome because, like, all the giant, like, tentacles from it were, like, kind of coming down and surrounding the city. And I was like, oh my god, what does this mean? What's it doing? And, of course, as that's happening, total panic is ensuing. Which, hello?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not going to be like, oh, what's that? I'm just going to sit back and chill. No, I think I'd probably be taken off, too.
Yeah. Run as fast as you can.
Right? You better grab some winter gear and head out. I don't know, but you better get moving.
Yeah.
And we have Zod and Lyda fighting Nyssa and Seg in all the commotion, and we don't know where Jaina is, but we know that she's been hurt.
Right.
And, of course, Lyda and Zod are, like, just kind of playing off, like, oh, I don't know what happened.
Yeah, they have no clue what happened to her.
Right. I don't look suspicious at all. And Seg seems to have gotten over the fact that these two were trying to get Doomsday.
Right.
I am not over
Like,
it. It's been like an hour and a half, okay? I'm not over this.
Yeah, exactly.
What is wrong with you? But you're still ticked at Strange.
Right.
You know what? Seriously, dude? No. That's okay. I'm going to leave it at that. But no.
Yeah. You have some maturing to do. Maybe he'll get his opportunity shortly.
We'll see. But Seg explains what happened with Brainiac, and, well, now he's back because the Sentry's gone, but now he's actually here.
Yeah.
And this is when Zod's like, we all need to go to the Fortress of Solitude to bring Val-El back. It's like, wait, what?
Yeah. Huh?
Excuse me?
Yeah. What you talking about, Willis?
You can raise the dead? What are you, a necromancer? What's going on here? Well, you see, kids, gather around, I got a story for you. Val-El isn't exactly dead.
No.
Like, what? Seriously, like, I said what? I don't know how many times. I don't even know how well I was able to tweet this episode, because this was seriously a lot of, okay, what can I say without spoiling it?
Right.
And that was definitely going to be a spoiler, so I couldn't say it. I do respect that people cannot watch it the day of.
Right.
Oh, but we get the flashback sequence of the trial. And
the execution.
Daron Vex. But yeah, the whole thing where he's being sentenced to death. And we also see Jax there, and she's like, ooh, gotta go.
Yeah. I'm next.
Yeah. And when we first see Val-El being taken out to, well, basically like the gangplank.
Yeah.
And we see Seg just so distraught. Little Seg.
Yeah.
We see Val, though, hit a button in his hand.
Yeah.
And, well, he's falling into nothingness, and then I didn't know what it looked like, a giant slide, to be honest. Because it kind of took him like you're going straight down, and then zoop, off you go a different way.
Right.
But it ended up teleporting him to the Phantom Zone. So we find out, as Zod is explaining to everybody, it's like, well, yeah, he escaped death. Zapped him there, and, he's there, and things aren't normal in there. In the Phantom Zone, it's timey-wimey, okay? Let's just say that. And I love it, because they all kind of look at Zod like, and what? How do you know this?
And how did you get out?
Oh, yeah. That right there, I thought Seg was going to lose it.
Yeah. And he should have.
Yeah, he should have at least punched him.
Yeah.
But he's like, well, listen, I was in there with him. It sucks. So, found out he had a way to get out, and I'm like, all right, I gotta go. And,
sorry, old buddy, old pal.
Yeah. You know what? I'm kind of not happy with your family, Elle, so I'm gonna leave you here. And I was just sitting there like, okay, he just admitted all this? And everybody is still perfectly calm. And Lyda is still sitting there like, oh, that's my baby boy. No. No.
Yeah.
Woman, seriously, I liked you in the beginning, and right now I'm like, you have lost your damn mind.
Yeah, exactly.
But we find out some more information that Val was in there, and he felt it was a good opportunity to find more information and basically spy on Brainiac.
Right.
Okay, well, we get this information. Great. But I do want to say that Zod had this information that he got from Val-El.
Right.
So that means at no time, because he was in the Phantom Zone, did his mother send him back to save Krypton.
No.
And why didn't anybody pop up with that?
Yeah.
Like, big red flag right here.
Yeah. Nobody saved you. You got banished to the Phantom Zone.
Right. And
the only reason you're out is you probably beat up Val-El to get the escape key.
Right. So please tell me again how your mother sent you back?
Yeah.
Is she in there? And if that's the case, you left your mom in the Phantom Zone?
Yeah.
Damn. Okay. You are a bigger piece of crap than I thought you were, if that's the case. I mean,
Yeah.
I already think you basically stealing the man's way out, which I don't know why he didn't use it in 14 years. Like, he could have hid out the fortress.
Right.
But, I mean, I don't know why he didn't get out. Whatever. That's neither here nor there at this moment. But you stole his way out. And, like I said, if you are saying that your mom sent you back, why didn't Lyda kind of turn and be like, wait a second.
Yeah.
Can you explain something to me? because we don't have any of that. But
No.
Val has information that is unsurpassed. So Zod's like, well, you know what? We can probably get him out. And of course, at this point, Seg is like, I don't trust you.
Yeah.
Finally. And at this, I'm also thinking, why didn't we somehow get the Beast and shove Doomsday into the Phantom Zone? But
yeah.
Again, probably something we can deal with at a later time. Maybe.
Yeah.
But Zod's like, hey, yeah, I'll go in and get Val because I know where he is, more or less.
Yeah.
Seg's
I'll
like,
have a better chance of finding him than you will.
Right. Seg's like, screw you, I'm going. And of course, Zod's like, oh, you're not going to make it. It'll take you forever. I, again, wanted a punch here.
Yeah.
Please. But Zod, like, hits the button and he's gone. And it, you know, we see all the swirls in the Phantom Zone.
Yeah.
And finally, Seg kind of looks over at the cape that Strange had brought. There's not a whole lot of cape left.
No.
And I was just like, okay, what does this mean? Crap. Like, they're rewriting everything. I don't know what to feel. I don't know what to do.
Right.
And then, bam.
It's full.
Yeah. And holy crap, what does this mean? Head turn. Val's there. Alive and in person. I was so happy. But at the same moment, because the cape came back, after Val came back, I was like, what if Seg isn't actually the grandfather?
Right.
And Strange had that wrong. Like, did you even think that for a moment?
No, not really.
Okay.
Because we know that Superman's dad is Jor-El, so...
Right.
We've heard that name mentioned already, so...
Oh, yeah, but I was thinking Val was the grandfather, that Strange just had it wrong because it came back when Val came back.
Oh, right, yeah. And that still might be.
Oh, but I got a little teary-eyed because, you know, It's like Val saying that he seen him growing up and he was so proud of him. And for a moment, though, like the way he was saying stuff, I'm like, wait, is that really Val or is it like some kind of trick?
Right.
Because I, again, can't trust Joy.
No, because just the last episode, we get the hologram telling Seg that the L name means hope.
Mm-hmm.
And Val is like, I haven't figured it. There isn't a way to beat him. I'm sorry.
Right. And I'm like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
Did he get some kind of clone of him? Is it not really Val? Sentry in him somehow? I mean, I don't know. I was freaked out.
Yeah.
But we get information that, oh, they already have their next target.
Right.
Which is weird. And again, don't know if this is a major thing with DC. It's a savage prison planet of Cygus 4019, a.k.a. the Hell Planet.
Right.
Is it like a thing? Do you know anything about it?
No clue.
Okay, I didn't look it up. I'm a horrible person. I want to know.
Well,
Somebody let us know.
Would Brainiac be interested in a prison planet?
Right. That seems kind of weird.
Yeah, he wants intelligence. Usually you aren't going to find a whole high level of intelligence in a prison. I'm sorry.
Unless it's
unless it's
super villains.
Yeah, super villains. Exactly. And maybe it is.
Yeah, maybe. What is this? But, of course, Seg's like, well, we have to evacuate the city. We have to get as many people out as possible if you can't figure out a way to stop him.
Right.
And Light is like, no, we have to fight. Okay, now you want to fight and you want to do all this, but you were all side by side with Zod 10 minutes ago.
Right. For the last 2 or 3 episodes.
Right. And then Val's like, all right, everybody, pump the brakes, because I got to tell you what's going on if the city gets bottled.
Right.
And when he told everyone that, I was like, what? My mouth was just like, all right, close this jaw, please.
Right. And it explained what Adam saw when he popped into wherever he popped into.
Yes, because everybody in the city is in permanent hibernation, but kind of not really.
Yeah, they can't move,
yes.
But they're aware of what's going on.
And that's when we do get another moment where we get to see Adam, and he's actually in one of the cities, and I'm like, what? It looks like Earth.
Yeah.
There's just, I'm like, what did he take? Is that supposed to be like Metropolis? Is that supposed to be Smallville? I don't know, Gotham, whatever. I'm throwing them all out there.
Yeah.
But they can see him, and why is it if he's in there, can Brainiac not feel him? Because it's got to be something totally different. And if he's kind of plugged into everything at once, how does he not know what's going on?
That's a really good question.
Like that, I thought, because why else are they showing it?
Right.
I thought that was going to be something that was able to stop Brainiac long enough to be like, wait a second, what's going on? And then our people could do something.
Right. And it still may come into play in the future.
Yeah, but right now it seems like a red herring. Like,
yeah.
Basically that Strange is just like, I'm screwed. I don't know how to get out of here.
Yeah.
And, back in Kandor, you have Brainiac's voice just booming everywhere and all the tentacles coming out. And he's like, yeah, you guys ain't going anywhere, by the way.
Yep.
And we find out anybody who was trying to get out via skimmer, it was like exploded.
Right.
So it seems like bottling, we keep saying, but like the bubble is kind of closing down over them.
Yeah, right, exactly. His force field is almost complete.
I was freaking out.
Yeah, then we get the good stuff where the military guild, Dev-M, has his new cybernetic arm, and he enters the ready room where soldiers are packing it up as quick as they can.
Right? Yeah, so much for being no retreat, no surrender.
Right. Even the high-ranking officials have already left, and you go, boy, you guys sure talk a good game, but when it comes right down to it, nah.
It's like, phew, gotta go.
Yeah. So Lyta shows up and basically slaps down the last remaining commanding officer, and basically gives a rousing pep talk to the people that are left.
It was pretty impressive, but I'm still, not buying half of what she's saying.
Right. So she gets a group of them to go get in the skimmers and head out.
She had a good plan.
Yeah.
I'm just not saying it was the best plan.
No.
Yes.
Not at all.
So this is interesting because this is essentially the battle that Zod explained.
Right.
But I'm not buying that these couple skimmers are going to be able to take this giant ship when the dude is doing this basically from a platform and he's not plugged into anything.
No.
Yeah. But as all this is happening, you have Black Zero with Jax all right, everybody get out. And she tells, I guess, her right-hand guy,
right,
all right, get everybody out, get walking. I have to go for the Codex.
Yep.
And he looks at her like, what are you talking about? And she's like, we have to have it. Because, doesn't she say it's not the only means, but it's the survival of their people, basically.
Right.
It's like, okay. And he's like, all right, I'm with you. I'm not going to leave you. It's like, oh, that is kind of sweet.
Yep.
It's like, all right, to the Genesis Chamber. And as they're heading that way, you have in the catacombs, or why haven't you figured out? All right, we need to get more people in here and out. But you have Zod and Seg checking the tunnels finally for routes for the people where you already know that there's routes for them to get out because you've gone back and forth through them.
Yeah.
I'd knock you in the head, but it probably wouldn't help. That's how I'm feeling with these two.
Right. And it gets worse because Zod proposes making an offer to Brainiac to spare Kandor in exchange for handing over Val-El and his vast knowledge of the future.
And that happened, and I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Excuse me? And
Zod is... let's get rid of all the L's at one time, why don't we?
Okay, and again, if this is happening, how are you ever born?
Exactly.
Did you, disappear?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Okay. So, I'm sorry. I'm super confused with this. This left me with so many questions, and that was definitely one of them. So Seg's like, hello? How is this going to help? Because I'm not having you hand over my grandfather. I just got back.
Right.
And we're all about to get bottled up anyway. So what makes you think that he's going to take this deal? And I'm still not giving my grandfather up.
Yeah.
And Zod, of course, we know nothing. I don't know what he knows at this point.
Right.
And I'm just angry that he's being a jerk.
Yeah.
And as all this is happening, we have the Sagittari who are attempting to attack Brainiac.
Yeah.
And you have all the people stop and cheer. No, get your ass running.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. You can cheer when you're clear.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, the big bad just kind of like, whatever.
Yeah, clenches his fist and they all crash and just blow up.
Yeah. I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody was expecting that level of power. I was like, I don't know what else to call it. It's like super villainish. I don't know. But it's like, okay. And then light up again. It's like, oh my God, I killed everybody. This is my fault. And Dev's like, this is what we do.
Yeah.
Dev at this point has become more Zod than Lyta.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't know. I said Zod. Or, oh my God, what is her last name? Well, he's become more than she is. And I don't know why she has crumbled. She was so strong and then just like nothing.
Yeah. The timey-wimey got to her.
I guess. And then this next moment that you're going to take us into kind of did that to me because Nyssa, while I'm still side-eyeing her, went to go save her baby.
Yes. And she manages to snatch it.
Which was really funny, too.
Yeah.
Because, the computer was giving her some shit.
It sure was.
Oh, and she's like, whatever personality you have, if you want to stay what you are, you better give me my baby. And she's holding a gun to it, and it's like, you've been fast-tracked. That was just so funny, and I couldn't get past that. I'm like, I was not expecting that.
Right.
Like, you're just going to throw this little bit of humor in there. Thank you. I needed that.
Or they really slap us.
Right. Oh, man.
Yeah. Unfortunately, she meets Jaxer, and...
Now, all she's pleading for, she's like, just let me save my baby. My baby's innocent.
Right.
And I don't know, did you feel like Jax was feeling sorry for her? Or just like, oh, I'm going to, make her pay for, sins of the father kind of thing?
Oh, yeah, it definitely was. She's not done with getting back at the Vexes. And so she goes, let me screw with the daughter now. And she does.
She screwed with all of us.
Oh, yeah.
I couldn't believe this.
Yeah, she decides to expose the truth to her about Vex cloning project and initiates the command to reveal the dangling clone bodies of the gilded nobles and their families.
And you can tell Nyssa had no idea what was going on right here.
No, she was totally clueless to this. And Jax talks about how Nyssa's mother died in a skimmer crash years ago. That's nothing new to Nyssa.
Right.
Except there was one little detail that you didn't know. A young Nyssa was mortally wounded in that crash, and she died. But not before part of her consciousness was fused into a spare body.
I think I couldn't breathe, and Nyssa's face in this moment, as she's clutching, her baby in this egg, oh my God. I think I did actually shed a few tears because I couldn't believe it and she looked so devastated. And I didn't understand. I felt like Jax should have been your father was using you and he really was using you. You were a pawn this whole time.
Right.
But it's she kind of felt sorry for her. I couldn't really read the look on her face, but she was satisfied that she hurt her.
Right.
And it was like, I was really confused with Jax. So does she actually have sisters then? Because she had talked about, oh, my sisters are in Kryptonopolis. We should go there and they'll help us. Does she actually have sisters? This is what I don't know. Are they like clones? Who knows?
Right.
Especially when she says the youngest of however many.
She does have older sisters, and they probably went to Kryptonopolis because Nyssa did die, and they brought a clone of her home.
Oh, interesting.
And the sisters couldn't live with that, knowing that that really wasn't their Nyssa.
Oh, that's really interesting.
Makes sense to me. I couldn't do it. That's for damn sure.
Oh my gosh. Now I'd be thinking about that for a while. Thanks, Steve.
Yeah. Just to add a little more salt into that wound.
Right.
Of course, against Seg's wishes, Zod heads over to Brainiac's command center and presents him with the tempting offer.
I wish at this moment, because Zod, of course, presents the offer, that Brainiac was like, wait a second, you know future stuff too.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I'll just use you.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to happen. But of course, that would make it too easy.
Yeah. So, of course, he makes his offer of giving up Val-El and his infinite knowledge of the future for Kandor's safety.
All right. If this guy is taking what he wants, what makes you think he's going to be honorable?
Yeah, no. He's going to take Val-El and the city. There ain't no doubt.
Right. Yeah. And then he's trying to say, oh, well, you're a 12th level intellect, which I don't know what that is. Interesting. So I'm sure that you have honor. It's like, really?
Yeah, no.
Again, I say, pshaw, pshaw,
yeah.
pshaw. Oh, man. And this is why I was mad that everybody knew where the hell the fortress was.
Right. Exactly. Because Seg and Val are arguing about what will happen if Brainiac finds him, and sure enough, there he is.
Yeah. But the only way to stop it is if Val dies. And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
And I really thought that Val was going to kill himself.
Yeah. I did too.
But apparently, it's like, oh, well, what if those scenarios come up? And Seg's like, what if I kill him? What if this happens? What if this? And Brainiac's just like, that ain't happening, kid.
Yeah. But apparently that 12th level intellect didn't see what was coming next as Seg quickly snaps on the projector and zaps the alien into its churning electrical depths.
Oh, it was a trap. Zod didn't know that.
No.
Zod got sucked up.
Yeah, he should have.
Right.
So Brainiac could have tortured him for eternity.
Right.
But of course, Brainiac's not going quietly, so he extends his tentacles and snags up Seg and yanks him in.
And even as Val is like trying to grab him, Seg is looking over at the cape.
Right.
And he looks almost relieved, I guess.
Right.
And he's like, it's okay. And then doesn't he say have faith?
Yeah.
Or have hope, or I can't remember.
Hope.
Something about it has to be hope.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, what are you doing? And again, I'm looking at Zod going, hey, dumbass, that's your dad.
Right.
If he's gone, you're not alive.
Yeah, you don't exist.
But apparently, the rules of time and space do not affect Kandor.
Well, that's still not necessarily true.
That's what, okay, this is where I'm going to get confused. Again.
Lyda could be pregnant with Drew Zod right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe that's why she's so out of sorts.
It might have something to do with it.
Okay, if she has pregnancy brain, I'll buy it. Otherwise, no.
Right.
But Seg gets sucked up. I was so ticked. And then suddenly, we see the sigil change on the cape.
Yeah.
And again, we're going to talk about this in a second, but this is where I had questions. It's like, if the timeline didn't change when Seg got pulled in and everything that had happened so far, how in the hell is Zod still there? I mean, I understand what you're saying. If she's possibly pregnant, which we should find out then next season. And if she's not, somebody better explain some shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I didn't even think that she'd be pregnant, but that has got to be the only flippin' way.
Yes.
That these timelines are not all jacked. But if she is
They're still all jacked.
If she's pregnant and all of this happened because, of course, the sigil is now showing House Zod.
Right.
Then why is he still there, though? Shouldn't somehow he have been, like, zapped back to wherever he was from?
Yeah.
Somebody needs to explain some shit to me for real.
Yeah. Yeah. This time travel is definitely, we don't have any rules yet.
Right.
Because
Doctor
all
Who
the other
is not
time travel shows we've watched, this is a damn no-no.
Right. Let me tell you, Doctor Who explained it really well. It's wibbly wobbly, timey-wimey. Because this, I'm like, what is happening? Because then suddenly, the sky is over Kandor. Clear up.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, okay, good. And the skull ship, it pulls back the tentacles, and I don't know where it goes, but it's not hanging out there.
It disintegrates.
So if it disintegrated, then shouldn't everything inside of it, in regards to all the bubble cities, be released?
You would think.
Okay, there's question number 1. And then, that can't be true, though, because we see Strange inside the bubble city, who's still walking around, and there was a statue
of Zod.
Yes, that changed. I'm assuming it was probably Superman.
Yeah, it wasn't there when he got there.
And, okay, so question number 2. Does that mean that somehow he managed to travel across all space and time to get to Earth? And still somehow, grab the city and bubble it? Because that's got to be in the future, right?
It has to be.
But then we see a flash forward to a month forward, and Zod is not only a general, he's assumed role of Primus and role of guy in charge of everything.
Yeah.
The council, and he's just Major Dick.
Yeah.
And he's like,
this is my town now.
Yeah. And not even that. It's like, the rankless will be conscripted into the Sagittari, and we'll fortify our numbers. Like, damn, okay, so yeah, there's no rankless, but you're forcing them into the military.
Right.
And you have all these people who he's screaming will kneel before Zod, who are the leaders of the other city-states.
Well, and the rest of the universe.
Well, we hadn't gotten to that. I thought those were
they want to expand towards other worlds and societies.
Yeah.
And if they don't submit to our protection, we'll destroy them.
Yeah, I'm like, well, why is that better?
Yeah, it's not.
I mean, Brainiac sucked, but he was taking a city. I mean, granted, it super sucked for those people, but he wasn't killing everybody.
Well, just delayed, because in 200 years, Krypton explodes and kills everybody.
I honestly want to know if Brainiac knew that.
Oh, yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, okay. So,
I don't think
even as horrible as Brainiac was, he was not intentionally going to be like, I'm killing everyone. Yeah. I don't know. He was still crappy.
Yeah.
And, alright, Zod, you have Dev and you have Lyta standing next to you. And Dev looks a little, like you can see the pain around his eyes.
Yes. This is not good.
Right. Lyta looks like she's doped up.
Right.
Because she has no expression whatsoever.
Yeah, just a blank stare.
Yeah. And that just pissed me off to no end.
Exactly.
And all of that.
Like the proud mama moment or anything.
No. Not like, oh crap, what did I do? Nothing. And then, to top all of this off.
Yeah, it's not bad enough.
No. It's not. Because why not? Let's have something worse happen.
Yeah. We find the location of Doomsday in the catacombs.
Yep. And all of a sudden, the containment field is not holding anymore.
Yeah. And he wants out.
And he looked amazing. I'm going to say that again. That should have been what it was in the movie. But just like smashes the glass, or he smashes himself against the glass because he's trying to get out.
Right.
And you hear this roar. And all I'm thinking is, oh, okay, if he's an apex predator, does that mean he's going after General Zod because you're the biggest jerk around? And everybody's like cowering to you? Perhaps you've just released your own doomsday. Ha-ha! Play on words. Yes. Really crappy play on words, I know. You don't have to tell me, I know. I am ashamed. Okay. But I was like, holy shit, I don't know what is going to happen in the second season.
Right. I mean, Doomsday can destroy all of Krypton and it's all over.
Yeah. I mean, seriously. So Doomsday, Zod, Segson, frickin' Phantom Zone. Val-El doesn't know how to get him back at this point, I'm assuming. Who knows what Zod did to Val?
Yep.
So Strange is still like in the Bubble City. How do you even get in there? Who the hell were the people he was talking to? Why haven't they kind of intervened with anything?
Yeah, I got him out of there at least.
Well, especially if shit changed with Superman.
Right.
So I'm just like, oh my god. So, So that was how I felt. And what about you, Steve?
Yeah, I was sitting there with my jaw on the floor going, I don't believe what I just saw. And finally got it lifted off the floor and said, this is going to make for one hell of a second season.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
I'm really curious to see how the hell they get out of this mess.
Yeah. Okay. I have no more words. So all of that insanity being said, please rate and review us on iTunes and every other platform you're finding us on, because good ratings and reviews help other fans of the show find us. Tell your friends. I do hope you're telling your friends about this, especially the way this ended. Make them binge watch it this summer. We got time for it to come back, but wow. While you're at it, if you want to send us your thoughts on this, head over to www.fangirlzone.com and hit the contacts page. You'll see our Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Tumblr, all our emails, and you can shoot us a message and tell us what you thought about it, how much of it is canon, tinfoil hat theories, explain the time travel here, because obviously I'm stuck with 12 Monkeys and Doctor Who time travel.
Yeah.
And I'm confused. So let me know. Yeah. All of this insanity being said, and me super hyped up on sugar, apparently, because I know I sounded like it. I'm Sean Fangirl S.
And I'm Steve. You promised me there would always be a better tomorrow. And as hard as it was, I believed you.
And until next time.